This shocking case made headlines in South Africa in 2017, and the CCTV footage that would be shared on social media would enrage many. It raised the question of how does one know if the person that has been a friend for years, whose children play with yours, who shares your home, is capable of killing your child? This is Courtney Pieters' story, and this is day 10 of 16 days of activism. Courtney Pieters was born on the 4th of September 2013 in Cape Town. By the time she was 3 years old, she was a bubbly, friendly toddler, always up to play with her older siblings and a complete mommy's girl. Every evening she would wait at the top of the stairs for her mother to arrive home from work, always excited to see her. Courtney and her siblings lived with their parents, Juanita Pieters and Aaron Fourie in Elsie's River. Within the home, Juanita, Aaron and the children occupied one room, whereas Aaron's sister and her family occupied the upstairs bed. Downstairs there was a room that was rented out from 2015 to a man that was known to Aaron from his school days. His name was Mortimer Saunders. The kids loved him, and Courtney would often spend time playing with his daughter when she visited. He was affectionately known as Uncle Morty by them. But Juanita and Mortimer unfortunately did not get along, as he would often display rude behavior when intoxicated. And so the 4th of May 2017 dawned. Juanita had breastfed Courtney and made porridge for her son before leaving for work. Mortimer was at home at the time as he was on leave. Courtney had woken up a little while after her nap and appeared at his door, excited to watch cartoons on TV. But Mortimer was not in the mood and told her to come back later. In true toddler fashion, she left but returned half an hour later. Instead of telling her off, he poisoned her with ant poison mixed in water. She was hesitant to drink it at first, but then she gulped it down, coughing as the mixture was bitter and awful. But unfortunately, the damage was already done. Mortimer had then proceeded to end her life before hiding her body under a duvet. He would then leave the room with the door open, returning minutes later to further engage in actions with Courtney, who at this stage had passed on. At this point in time, the family in the home were looking for Courtney frantically. Mortimer would use all measures and means available to fit her fragile little body into a bag and headed towards Epping to dump it like it was a piece of trash. Back at the home though, a missing persons report was filed at the local police station at around 7 p.m. Days passed and the search spread to social media, everyone searching for this little girl. During this time, Mortimer comforted Juanita, even going as far as placing an arm around her shoulder and saying, "Don't cry, we will find her." It unfortunately is really not uncommon for killers to insert themselves into the investigation. The police even searched the property, unable to discover anything though, and in later days the community would criticize them for a haphazard job. 9 days later, on the 13th of May, Courtney's little body was discovered along the backfields of the Epping factory area, recognized by her denim jeans with an embroidered flower. Footage from the nearby CCTV cameras was searched, and that was how Mortimer would be identified. After an anonymous tip-off as he could not be located, he was found nonchalantly watching TV in the very same outfit seen on the footage discovered. His trial began a year later after multiple postponements. Many expert witnesses gave testimony speaking about the chemicals found in Courtney's blood to the state of her body. It was also discovered that Mortimer had purchased the ant poison 8 months prior, even though there was no ant infestation on the premises. He was found guilty, and the presiding judge called his behavior vicious, brutal, inhumane, and ruthless. He was sentenced to 2 life sentences to run consecutively. This equates to 50 years behind bars. But this will not bring back Courtney. This beautiful, innocent life was snuffed out too soon by someone whom she trusted and loved. So many of the and murder cases in South Africa are perpetrated by individuals that are known to the victim. It's impossible to know the darkness that lies inside someone's heart. I covered this case in detail on my channel. You can find it by searching Bala Monsoon on YouTube or clicking the link in my bio.